perfect way to start the day, though, is it? Fingers crossed. Oh no, we're good. It's a short one. Rains almost every day, and it's not like a light rain, it's like a monsoon rain. Sean did the detail on my truck. When I say detail, did the paint correction and the ceramic coat 3 years ago.
So let's see, brand new.
That's black though.
Yeah.
Black's always looking like crap.
Yeah. And it's got some.
What about the blue? The blue
It's got some light
too
stuff
bad, right?
in it. Not
I
too
mean,
bad.
for a factory car, what do you think?
Not bad.
It's actually not bad. It's been rained on like 4 times.
It's got light stuff in it, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not horrible. You know, definitely seen worse from more expensive cars.
All right, so Sean is going to go work some of his magic, and then once he gets it where it's polished out, are you going to do ceramic today, or are you going to come back another time?
We'll get it done today. Originally,
Yeah.
or at least did something to it.
Yeah, the dealership removed that like wax cover. I've shown it. When I actually picked it up, they had a black one that still had the cover on. So this is the other one that they have. This one traveled with my car from Japan and then obviously from California on train. So this is the coating that they put on it, which is weird. It looks like they brush it on. It looks like somebody did a really crappy paint job when you first see it, doesn't it? This way you never show the customer until it's prepped. But I don't think the dealership polished it, other than they just kind of yank it off and wash it. You can still see all the,
Yeah,
you
so
can
like
see
some
it more
of
over here.
some of the marring is obviously the very fine scratches if the camera picks them up.
Yeah.
Is from the compound and the pad.
Yeah.
But the lines that they were just trying to get it off with, the glue off with, or the residue off with, was just terrible.
Wow.
So I got this light from LHT Performance. They shipped it to my house. It was like 2 days. I bought it for this light here, and sometimes I wear those
The heavy
black
minus
diamond
light.
ones that I hike with.
Yeah.
But they've got this a big bulky, and it could scratch the car because if you get close enough to the car.
We've gone through probably 5 headlights, and most of them I found they're heavy on your head when you wear them too.
This works good because it throws off just enough ambient light so you can see what you're doing, and the focus beam is good. If you come in real quick, you can actually see cycle through. You can see.
Oh yeah.
You can see the marring from the compound. Yeah, it's definitely a good buy from LHT Performance. If you guys can go on that website, LHT Performance.
You know,
John will get you squared
let
away.
me get you some money real quick. Let me slide some money
Slide
out
that
of that
cash over. Not sponsored.
Awesome. Well, I wish you told me, and I could have got you the coupon code. So people complain about our shipping real quick. I like to ship priority 2 day, because now with the whole Amazon mentality, when people buy stuff, if they don't have it in 2 days, they email us and go, "Hey, where's my stuff?" So we started shipping everything 2 days. It costs a bit more, but you get a tracking number, and you know you're going to get it. Original 30-year-old paint. The hood we had refinished by Superior, but this is polished and ceramic coated. The S2000 is polished. It just has regular hand wax. I didn't get this ceramic coated. I'm still debating whether to do another really nice polish and ceramic coat to finish this car, because this is kind of a permanent fixture here. Give you an idea, this is my truck. We did this 3 years ago. Now you're looking at this dot right here, the reflection of the light, not this part right here, but the part you see on the top. This is where you'll start to see imperfections in your paint. It looks like, almost like when you see the circles around the moon, it looks like a hologram kind of effect. Now this was done 3 years ago, and it's still holding up. That's with the ceramic coat, and has definitely helped. But if you look at most factory paints, even a brand new car, I mean my Porsche, the NSX, several Corvettes, all come with those marks from the factory. It just means that the paint wasn't polished to the next step, and that's where color correction comes in. Now you see the reflection of my light right here, not the spot on the top, the one in the middle. You see the reflection. It's clear. You can see it. There's no swirling, no marks. It's sharp as can be. You can see my reflection in there. It's unbelievable. Now I got a car next to me right here. It's black, so it really shows the difference. Look at the light there. You see it's got those marks. That is what you're polishing out. When you do a color correction, that's what you're fixing. And the ceramic is just making that hold up. You see that? It's one of those things, once you know what you're looking for, you can't unsee it. That's what you're gonna get, even with a brand new car. It's gonna have those marks on it. Grab your good flashlight, go outside, look at your paint, you're gonna see that. Now, whether you do it yourself or you pay a professional, that is one of those things that really make a car. It makes the car really, really shine. Not just a shine, but the color comes out. I mean, it takes it to the next level. It gives it that really, really crystal clear shine. You'd be amazed how many swirls are in new cars. Even Japanese paint has its places where it can be improved, especially on the top surfaces. I showed you the cars when I picked this one up. They come with like a coat of wax. It's almost like a spray-on wax that they put on the car as kind of like a protectant. Well, when they take it off at the dealership, who knows if they wash it, who knows if they scrub it or just hose it off. I don't know, but there's a lot of swirls in the paint, especially on the top surfaces. Now, it goes back to the exhaust. Past episodes, I've shown you exhaust that were done for this car. The car is fantastic, but they don't sound good. They really don't. They don't sound like the early Hondas that I'm used to. Building an exhaust on this, making it louder, all it did was bring out the tones that I didn't want to hear. So we did some modifications to it. Full titanium exhaust, full 3-inch, and split it off into dual 2s. After we did the modification to the mufflers, the sound definitely got in check. And full throttle, the car sounded really good. Now, I wanted to do this right from the get-go, and I'm doing it kind of an R&D and sharing it with you. I want to take the center resonator out of the factory system and do a straight-through pipe, but keep the bypass valve, the exhaust valve. I want to keep that fully operational. I want to see what it sounds like. I want to see if it's just an option. We do a lot of the mods on the FK8 of the exhaust by basically removing one of the resonators. We're going to do this in stages. We're going to take that middle resonator out first, see what it sounds like, get some sound clips. Then next thing, take the front resonator out, the little short one, just so we can kind of share that with you. Just on a couple of exhausts we've seen for this car, this is still probably one of the quieter ones, and of course having the function of the valve makes it loud when the valve's open. But this is part of our R&D. We like to do experimenting and learn from what we do and get feedback once we drive it. It's been on the car for a while. So I think to make it quieter, add in a resonator here, but I don't think it really needs it. I should see some color getting in that pipe right there. But I really put a couple 100 miles on this and got some feedback. Now it's time to try out the OEM one with the resonator, center resonator delete, and see what it sounds like. All right, plan for another titanium exhaust. The titanium exhaust that I built the first time, it was based on the factory one, just converted it to titanium. And I do like the sound of it, and I think it's one of the quieter ones out there. And I've been paying attention to these exhausts for a while on this car. So my idea is the next one, 3-inch in, just the way we have it right here. But I'm planning on building our own muffler, thinking about building this big honking muffler right here. So this is gonna be 3-inch in, going through the middle. This isn't gonna be perforated. It's gonna go right through and then go into a center tip, kind of like how the factory one is. That's gonna be our loud tip. That's gonna be the center tip. This is gonna be straight through. So then what my plan is is to have the bypass valve right here, the factory valve, but on this, make this go into our muffler, kind of the same shape as what we have, but this over here is going to be cut through. These are going to be perforated cores, similar to what we have right now, and then these are going to be still going to be 3 tips. It seems to suit that car. Let me try and draw this more proportion, but basically 3 tips just the way we have it, center tip being the bypass so it goes straight through. But rather than this being a perforated core, full throttle, this opens straight through 3-inch. This over here is going to be our 2-inch core like we have right now. This is perforated, so the sound is going to expand, but right now we're going to have this whole muffler. It's going to be about 50% bigger muffler, and with the same kind of idea as the twin loop, by having the opposing waves semi-cancel each other out. They don't cancel each other, they just cancel some of the equalized tones. That idea here. These will be perforated. This will be the whole entire thing. It will be same dimensions as what we have. Think of what we have right now. We have 2 separate mufflers and a 3-inch core. This will be at least 50% bigger, plus we get the sound canceling idea right here with the opposing wave. So that's plan number 2 for another titanium exhaust. That means the one that I have right now, I'm just going to go ahead and sell that one. If you added up all the materials right here, I think we spent around $2,800 on materials, and honestly about 40 hours building this, because we did do a couple of variations. If this is an exhaust you're interested in, it's only going to fit your FL5. Let me know. It's too big to ship. We will happily install it. If you want to make the drive down here, we'll quite happily put this on, hook your valve up there. It's basically just put your valve in and plug it in. This installs in about an hour. We'll do it while you wait. If you want this exhaust, I'll sell this exhaust for $3 grand and we'll install it for you. And it is 100% titanium if you watch the series. You know how we built it and what went into it, and actually how it sounds. I'll put some more exhaust clips at the end of this video. In the meantime, check out the store. Check out the Civic Type R t-shirts. I think we have a handful left. Next episode, I'm going to cut the resonator out of the middle factory system and get some sound clips and actually make that an option if that's something you want to do. You want to do something kind of simple and fairly inexpensive. That's an option for you. I'll get you some sound clips on that. That way you can make a decision on that. In the meantime, let me know. PM me if you want this exhaust. Check out the store, lhtperformance.com. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the rest of the video. You're going to get some sound clips of the Civic Type R of this exhaust. And more importantly, don't forget, enjoy your cars.